What's up, guys? My name is Aaron, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a song that came out 2 weeks ago. It feels like it's been a little bit longer than that now, but it is only 2 weeks old. That is Lucid by Rina Sawayama. Huge Rina fan. I love so much of what she puts out, and this is no exception. Just the latest song that she did with Blood Pop, and I love it a lot. It's very simple. It's very catchy. Let's just go over it, and I'll tell you what I pick up and what I hear. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, cool. So immediately, it sounds like there's a filter that goes down that cuts out the high end on either the plucks or the guitars, it sounds like. Let's listen back. Yeah, it sounds like the plucks. And then there's a guitar strum that hits the chord changes. And then obviously the lead is like a vocal chop that's going on in the beginning. There we go. And then also we have a white noise, just a sweep. That's sort of ducking every quarter note. Cool. So then we're introduced with claps. Rina comes in. She's singing. Lately I've been dreaming about you. And then boom, we go into the first verse.
Lucid dreaming just to see ya. I've been taking all this medicine, yeah. Are you real or a hallucination? I don't know. I got to know. I got to know.
Cool. So that first part right there, just a very simple 4 on the floor, boom, boom, clap on 2 and 4, and it's going through a low pass filter. So we're cutting out a lot of the high end, and that bass is just real nicely tucked in. Also, the vocals, I believe the reverb is just wide, long decay, very dark. Sounds like it's a hall type of verb. Let's listen back.
Just to see ya. I've been taking all this medicine, yeah.
Yeah, you can hear, I've been taking all this medicine, yeah. And then it's expanding into just this wide space that we're greeted with there. So just a single vocal line, very wide verb, and we continue.
Are you real or a hallucination?
And then obviously we got a hat coming in.
I don't know. I got to know.
Right there, it's like I believe those are guitars that are just being ran through some processing, it sounds like to me.
I got to know.
Right here.
Hey girl, you are what I've been looking.
Cool. And then the bass now gets layered going into the pre-chorus, so it sounds like it's a fifth above. That's what I'm hearing. Right here.
Hey girl, you are what I've been looking for.
Right there. So and then on her vocal, it's a single layer up until she gets onto the fo. Sounds like there's a vocal throw, like a really just spacey layer underneath it. Listen back to it here.
Hey girl, you are what I've been looking for.
Yeah, so that's what we're listening to right there.
Hey girl, you are what I've been dreaming of.
Repeats itself again, a very much more noticeable reverb, and it's just louder, pushed more to the forefront. Cool. Now it sounds like the bass is revealing more of its top end right here. So the low pass is starting to lift off. So the high frequencies are starting to become more present as we progress further. Now we're getting into the pre-chorus right here. Right here.
Imagination running wild. It's something I
Cool. Obviously, the kick is out, building tension. The claps are now also, just like with the bass line, the high pass or the low pass filter is being removed. It's being gradually less and less. And then on top of that, I hear a sort of bell synth that's going on the top. It's very faint. It's very slight, but let's listen for it. It happens every time the guitar strum hits the chord changes.
Don't need nobody in my arms. Got my imagination running wild. It's all that
It's a very nice sparkle, very faint, but it's there. And we're gonna go into the chorus after this.
I can do. Lucid dreams, lucid dreams.
One other thing. There's a buildup, the risers. There's like, it sounds, I don't know how to describe it. It sounds like a bubbly riser that's going in. Aside from the white noise that's giving some tension going into the chorus, there's also a couple of bubbly sound effects that are happening underneath it. So listen back to it.
Imagination running wild. It's all that I can do. Lucid dreams, lucid dreams.
Sounds like what. It sounds like it's going along with the beat. Now we're gonna get into the chorus right here. Cool. First part, very simple. Vocal chops. Sounds like there's quite a bit of white noise going on in there. Bass and the drum beat and a couple of other synths that are going on in the background. And then you have the drum fill that goes in. And then the second round of chorus where there's just a little tambourine that enters into the second chorus right here. Cool. So there's a very quick sweep that brings us into the second verse, and it just releases with a little bit of reverb. The second verse is very much the same as the first verse in terms of production, and the only real difference here is just the verse, like what is being written. But the verb, everything is the same. Let's listen to it. But listen for the white noise that releases into the second verse right here. Right here.
I've been searching for a lonely pleasure. Yeah. Ever since that day, I'm not the same. Haven't been
There's a very faint harmony on behind ever since that day I'm not the same. It's very, very faint.
Yeah. Ever since that day, I'm not the same. Haven't been
Ever since that day I'm not the same. I don't. My voice isn't warmed up, but that's what we're listening to back there.
I'm not the same.
Back again.
Yeah. Ever since that day, I'm not the same. Haven't been the same lately. But this kind of pain is kind of treasure. I won't take it slow.
Reverse vocals into I won't take it slow. I won't take it slow. Right there.
I'm kind of treasure. I won't take it slow. Take it slow, won't take it slow. Hey girl, you are what I've been looking for. Hey girl, you are what I've been dreaming of. Everything I'm dreaming of.
Yeah, very much the same pre-chorus, or the pretty much. Yeah, that's the same pre-chorus that we heard in the first verse right there. Verb, everything, the vocal throws, the main vocal production, everything's pretty much the same there. Let's get in again into the part before the drop right here, the hook.
Come meet a stranger in the dark. Don't need nobody in my arms. Got my imagination running wild. It's all that I can do. Lucid dreams on you.
Arrangement wise, we're not getting the drop right here. In the first hook going into the drop, that would have happened right there. but we're extending it just a little bit more here.
Lucid dreams about you. Lucid dreams about you. Lucid dreams about you. You are my weakness. Lucid dreams about you. Lucid dreams about you.
Cool. Right there, we hear just the risers again, same sort of rhythmic, sort of bubbly riser on top of the white noise that's going into the final drop right here. So that's what we got there. This drop is pretty much the same as the first drop, but let's listen through. Let's see if we can catch anything different. Just her way of exiting out of that drop for the outro right there. She just sings lucid dreams about you. And we're getting into, it's like the off ramp of the freeway right here. So we're just being greeted with a more tame version of the drop. I believe there's a guitar that's playing right there. Either a synth or a guitar that is on top of there. Ba-ba-da-da. Couple other things. I think this is the first time that I'm catching it, is that there's a vocal throw, a delay that's happening after she says about you, lucid dream about you, where she's where there's a throw that sounds like it's coming through a telephone radio type of filter. Right there. About you. Right there. Yeah, so every time now this part of the song, About You, is always repeated with that little filter on top of it. And just a lot of a lot of ad-libbing sort of going on, and just different parts being put together. This is the chorus that goes, this is normally what the chorus would be going into the drop, but now that we're done with the drop, we're concluding the song with that. Nice. Very nice tailed out reverb. Outro, very similar to the intro, just a little bit more laid back, pulled back. So the intro right here. And then the outro. That's it. Very similar. That's what we got for the intro, the outro. From top to bottom, this is the song. This is what I could pull out based on what I'm able to hear. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed a lot of what Rina's putting out lately. I look forward to a lot of her music in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in another video. See ya.